let's talk about dating profiles. Dating profiles that I'm immediately swiping left on. So you know when you land on someone's profile and literally within seconds you see this thing and you're like, yep, they are not for me, see ya. So these are some of the things that are instant no's for me. Welcome to the Date with Confidence podcast, a place to come for dating advice, support, and stories that'll either fill you with hope or relief that your dating experience wasn't as bad as it could have been. With practical episodes that'll provide you with easy to implement tips to help you feel confident AF on your next date, alongside lighthearted catch-ups where your host Rebecca, that's me by the way, shares her own experience dating after 4 years of the single life. You are guaranteed to end each episode feeling less alone in your dating struggles, empowered to never settle again, and confident that the best is yet to come. And if it all falls to shit, there's a special first season dedicated to breakups. You are welcome, my friend. Subscribe, review, and share with your single friends. Casual little episode, something light-hearted, because, you know, we could all do with some light-heartedness for every now and again, couldn't we? Now, I'm going to be completely transparent. I haven't been on a dating app. I haven't even opened a dating app since January. Did I even go on there in January? Oh my God, I don't know. I don't even think I went on there in January. So I started dating someone new in January. And since I've been dating him, I haven't been on the apps. The apps are still on my phone because I have got my Attract on the Apps course and I want to take a screenshot of my profiles to add to that course before I delete the profiles. But you can tell I haven't been on there for ages because all the apps that I was on, so I was on 5. I was on Field, Bumble, Hinge, Tinder and Thursday. And all 5 of them have offloaded themselves off my phone. So if you've got an iPhone, you'll know that if you don't use an app for a long time, it offloads from the phone. So I haven't been on there for a while, which is fine. But when I was on there were always certain things that I would see that I'd just be like, what are you doing? Like, how is this your profile? Like, do you not understand that you're supposed to be making a good impression? Like, do you not understand that your profile is going to attract people to you or repel them completely? Like, what are you doing? And I'm sure you have experienced this as well. So these are my instant no-goes. And do you know what else is really upsetting? Remember when I said to you back in November when I went to Valencia, or was it October when I went to Valencia to stay with my friend Amandine, and we recorded like a 3-hour episode that I was obviously going to share with you? Well, that episode disappeared and I've been devastated because we talked about dating app icks, and yeah, it's gone. I'm just seeing if I've got the notes actually so that I can kind of add hers in as well. No, I didn't. I've got a list of all the things that we covered in that podcast episode because we had some bullet points before we started recording it, but I don't have the actual content from there, which is devastating, but we're not going to dwell on it. So let's get into this before I end up waffling even more. Okay, things that I'm instantly swiping left on. Nicknames. If you have not put your name in the name section, like, I'm not swiping on you. I don't want to date a nickname. I want to date you. And what if it ends up that you've got a really bad, really shit name? What if you've got a really shit name and that's why you're using the nickname, and then I have to date someone with a shit name? Like, no. Do I sound like an arsehole? I don't really care. So if you put a nickname in there, I'm not going to date you. For also, like, and it's not even like a funny, like, my friends call me this. Like, if you add your nickname in there, as in like my friends know me by X, that's fine. But putting your actual name as a nickname is a no-go for me. No detail in a bio. Like, I'm sure we can all agree on this one. Is there anything more irritating than when someone uses their bio space and says, if you want to get to know me, ask? Like, no. Why would I do that? Why would I go out of my way to message you a load of questions so that then you go, why are you asking me all these questions? Like, why would I put the time and energy into asking you basic questions that you could just answer in your bio? I'm not going to do that. When I am actively dating and I am looking to connect with people, your profile is what's going to make me decide whether I want to connect with you or not. And if you've not even bothered to put any information in that profile, you're clearly not interested in dating. Like, I know how annoying it is to have to write a bio. I know how uncomfortable it can be to write about yourself. I know how confusing it can be, and how you have that maybe lack of confidence to know what to actually put in your bio is why I created the Attract on the Apps course. But you have to push yourself out of that comfort zone. You have to push through that discomfort of writing about yourself, because otherwise you're not going to match with people. You're not going to match with the type of person that you're looking for. Like, you have to be specific in there. So no detail in bio is an absolute no-go for me. The next thing, topless photos. Like, yeah, I can appreciate them. Okay, maybe I need to. I wrote this list a while ago, when I knew that I wanted to record this episode. Maybe I would change that slightly, because when I was on field and was more just looking for like someone to hook up with and maybe not be so serious with someone, like, of course I would swipe right on a topless photo if I also liked their profile and found them attractive. On normal apps, I'm using inverted commas, normal's not the word that I want to use, but on like your typical Tinders and your Hinge and your Bumble, topless photos, no, I'm not into it. I don't find it something that I would be looking for in a long-term partner. Like, what are you trying to achieve? It's not for me. Cats is another one. If someone's got a cat in their profile, and this isn't because I don't like cats, it's because I'm allergic to cats. So I don't want to be matching with anyone where I'm going to meet them and then I'm instantly going to end up sneezing, or my eyes are going to stream, or my throat's going to close up when I've just gone in for a hug. Or I wouldn't want to go and stay at someone's house that's got cats because of how allergic I am, and I don't just want to live on hay fever pills for the rest of my life. So if you've got a cat in your profile, no offence to you, no offence to your cat, but it's a no from me. Another one, complaining about dating apps. Like, okay, it's not our favourite thing. It's not anyone's favourite thing. But complaining about the dating apps, like, you've got a limited amount of space to tell someone about you, to try and make a connection with someone, and you're going to use that space to whinge and moan. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you doing? Why would you use that limited space to be negative, to moan about stuff? Like, that instantly says to me, I'm a whinger in real life and I don't want to be with someone that whines and whinges all the time, because it drags me the fuck down, and that's not the vibe I'm going for. Then any mention of sessions with the lads or spending their days hungover. You know, when the prompt is like, how do you spend your Sundays? And it's, recovering from a sesh with the lads. Like, no, that's what my 20s were for. It's not what I want in my 30s, especially now I'm dating older. I've been dating older guys who are like late 30s, early 40s. If you're still session with the lads on a Saturday, to me, like, I'm not going to be prioritised. Our relationship, our life is not going to be prioritised. I'm not here for it. I didn't particularly like it when my exes used to go out every weekend. I'm not going to like it now. I'm getting older and I want to create like a meaningful life with someone. And this one's kind of funny because I've only seen it a couple of times, but you know when guys like pose on a car and they're like, they like sit on the bumper with their arms folded and they're like posing, like, it's an instant ick, instant no from me. Like, what are you trying to achieve? Especially as, you know what's really funny? I've seen so many times on social media where they're like, almost like, what's the word that I'm trying to find? They're like revealing the truth, where I saw this the other day actually. There was a post on Instagram of this guy taking a photo of his feet stretched out in economy, like by the emergency exit door. And he'd captioned the photo like, do I look like someone who flies in economy? And he was actually in economy, but the way that he'd posed the photo made it sound like he was in business or something. And I feel like so many people do that with their cars. Like, it's not even their car, but they'll just go and sit next to it because they think it makes them, like, it just raises their status or whatever it is. So pictures of them posing on the car, and pictures of them holding starfish or any type of wildlife. I know you think it looks cool. I know you think holding starfish is an amazing thing. I know you think it looks cool when you've been on holiday and you're in the ocean and there's starfish just floating around and you're like, oh my God, I want to grab that because this is going to make a great Instagram photo. But when you take starfish out of the water, they die. Like, you damage them by picking them up. And I'm not here for that. The same when it's like people stroking wild dolphins or reaching out to sharks or any kind of like touching wildlife when it's in the wild, or it's not, like in that example, like it's a no from me, because I feel like you don't actually give a fuck about the environment. I feel like you're more about how do I look on social media than what you're actually doing for the wildlife and nature, etc. So I'm not here for it. And I know, like, when I went to Thailand back in, oh my God, when did I even go? 2012 was when I like first went there. I started my journey and then I lived there for the whole of 2013. When I went to like the elephant sanctuary, and I went to the tiger temple, and I went to the zoo where you could feed the tigers. And I mean, I feel like the zoo's different, but they used to keep like jaguars, and was it a jaguar or a leopard? I forget which. Like leopards or tigers in these tiny little cages on the street and let tourists take photos with them. And I don't agree with that at all. I went to the tiger temple because I was very naive back then and hadn't fully done my research. I was just so obsessed with the idea of seeing these tigers. And I still stand by my experience that they weren't drugged. But now looking back, I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea, and I regret my decision and I wouldn't do that again. But now, like over a decade on, I feel like there's so much more education around these things. You just shouldn't be picking up wildlife, and I am not here for being with someone that thinks that that's okay. Then probably the biggest ick that I have is long fingernails. Like, honestly, men with long fingernails, if you can like see the white tips of their fingernails, they're too long, it's a no from me. Absolutely not. And if I can see that in photos, no, instant in the bin. Like, your profile could be absolutely perfect, you could be everything I'm looking for. If your fingernails are a bit too long, I'm sorry, no, it's I'm not even sorry, it is completely a no from me. I don't like it. It makes me feel sick. And then lastly, when they have their Instagram in their bio, like, why? I don't want to see your Instagram. It's not, I feel like then people are just trying to grow their Instagram rather than caring about their dating. Like, why would you want to showcase your social media profiles to someone that you have never met? Like, they could be anyone. And maybe this is just because obviously my Instagram profiles are for my job. Like, I don't have private Instagram profiles. Mine are related to my business and are related to the work that I do. And for me, I wouldn't put my Instagram profile in my dating profile because I wouldn't want anybody to jeopardize my career. I suppose it's that, like, what if I went on a date with someone and either they didn't like me, or what if I let someone down? What if I decided I didn't want to see someone anymore and they turned out to be an absolute fucking psychopath and spread a load of hate about me on social media, or made out that I was a terrible person, or did anything to jeopardize my business? So yeah, maybe that's just a personal thing. Okay, so to end the episode, I thought it'd be quite fun. I have screenshotted some of my favourite shit profiles. Or they're not even shit profiles, like I don't even know who these profiles belong to. But they are responses to questions, or that they're the responses to Hinge prompts that I just thought were hilarious, that I would share with you. So this one, how to pronounce my name, 2 syllables, boy and friend. Like, okay, mate, let's calm ourselves down, shall we? I'm looking for a badass with a nice ass. Ew. I will know it's time to delete Hinge when I will find an independent, vaccinated, kinky partner to travel the world with. If you are not vaccinated and you don't know what BDSM means, please don't match. I will unmatch you straight away. Like, whoa, okay. I mean, I like the directness. I think that's good. Obviously, you're not fucking around, but it seems a little bit aggressive. Then something that's non-negotiable for me is being active, having a job, and living a very healthy life. You need to look after yourself, you need to work out regularly, and you need to have hot bordel lingerie in your wardrobe. I don't even know what fucking hot bordel lingerie is. I mean, I've got some good underwear, but I don't know what type of underwear that is. Maybe I should have had a quick Google. But I just feel like this is so, I want to say misogynistic. I'm not sure if it falls into that category. But when a guy is like, you have to look after yourself, you have to work out regularly, this is the type of underwear you need to wear. Like, no, you're just going to dominate my entire life. Like, absolutely not. You want somebody who is going to come in, say, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. That's not for me. It's probably not a lot of people either. I'd fall for you if you eat my gherkins. Oh, fuck. Now, the first time I read this, I just assumed it was like McDonald's, you know, when you like pick the gherkins out of the burgers. Now I've read gherkins and I'm like, does he mean dick? But then also gherkins, does that mean you have 2 dicks? I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into that, but yes, just what? And then I'm weirdly attracted to someone original, right? Define original. I recently discovered that the numbers on a toaster aren't degrees of toastiness, they're minutes. Well, yeah. Like, what? Of course they're the minutes. They're like the minutes of how long you're going to toast it for. But I suppose you could also apply it to degrees of toastiness. I don't know, but weird. My therapist would say I am a really good kisser. Kind of think that's a joke, but it's a bit of a red flag if it's not. And then lastly, the one thing I'd love to know about you is, like love language, what's your fight language? Like, ooh, this was interesting because I'm like, I didn't even know that you could have a fight language. And actually, since I read this, I have discovered that the Love Languages website, I think it's just lovelanguages.com, they have a conflict language so that you can work out how you best deal with conflict, which I haven't done that quiz yet, but I'm going to at some point. So I hope that this was just a fun, light-hearted, chatty, waffly episode that got you through your day. Maybe you listened while you were doing some cleaning or driving the car or whatever. I would love to know what makes you swipe left on a dating app, because I think it's interesting, because for some things, like some of these things, you'll probably be like, oh no, I'd never swipe left on a cat. Like, give me all the cats. But then there's other things where I'd probably swipe right that maybe you wouldn't as well. So go to datewithconfidencepodcast.com/contribute to share with me what you would swipe left on, share your icks, ask me your questions. Next Thursday is our community episode, so get that form submitted if you want to be featured in next week's ep. And as a reminder, don't forget to check out Loved Up and Level Up in Love via the show notes. Also, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to do this. I was supposed to do this at the start of the episode, but if you missed the secret announcement on the pod on Tuesday with the little secret episode announcement, go and listen to that now, because I'm doing something very, very exciting on the 15th of April, and I would love for you to be involved. There are limited spaces. It is completely free. It is going to help you with your dating life. So go back. It is literally the episode that came out before this one, called Secret Announcement or something along those lines. So go listen to that for a very exciting announcement. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for listening to the Date with Confidence podcast. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Subscribe, rate and review, and share it with your single friends.